Check, this is a mic test. Check, this is a mic test. A very good morning, and thanks for tuning in to the very first fixture of this Sunday morning. We have a whole day of action lined up for you, and it all starts right here, right now, with BRC taking on RCTC in this very exciting contest. The first match of the day, Group A. It was a very exciting contest yesterday as well. Both teams came up short in their respective matches, so they'll be looking for their very first victory. And here we go. It will be Jay to kick things off for us. Oh, and a smooth start for him this Sunday morning. And it goes straight past the keeper. What a chance! What a chance that would have been, and what a breakthrough. BRC scraped by the skin of their teeth. Exciting things. A little too early for all of that, but one of these teams had their coffee this morning, that's for sure. And that'll be some runs on the board, and also our first extra of the day. It is Akshat and Adhyan who will open the batting this morning. Exciting start, just one run. I mean, 7 runs in one delivery, officially, one delivery. So a little bit of defense from BRC necessary. And that one's going to go all the way. Yes, it is. And what a start this is for BRC. Can't think of any more perfect conditions to play cricket. Sunday morning, sun just starting to rise. Not too much dew. RCTC just trying to ramp up the pressure early on in this innings. And there's a big appeal. Umpire says no. Just to catch you up, BRC did win the toss a little while ago and they did choose to bat. In these kind of shorter formats, the teams usually choose to put some runs on the board and then try to defend it. Has seemed to be the go-to for most of the teams. Let's see if it pays off today for BRC. So far, so good. A nice clean end to the over for Jay. And at the end of the first, it's 11 for no loss. Oh, and that's a spicy start from Aditya. All the A's down at the crease. Aditya bowling to Adhyan and Akshat at the other end. Adhyan Kanoria on strike right now. Not got too many official matches under his belt, but a promising talent nonetheless. And joining him at the non-strikers end is Akshat Agarwal with 75 matches under his belt and over 700 runs to his name. He's also quite a valuable bowler, picking up 39 wickets in his career so far. I'm sure both these lads are going to do amazing things for their team. BRC has been really charged up in the cricketing circuit, not just amongst the men, but amongst the women as well. They saw a sensational victory recently, the BRC women's team, not too long ago, against the undefeated till that point. Allows the Institute team and pops out of the bowler's hands. Oh, what an opportunity missed, and also a chance for a run out. Ooh, living on the edge, BRC. The bowler looks like he took a bit of a hit from that. Let's see if he's okay. The speed at which the ball came back to him, he just couldn't keep his hands on it, but a brave attempt nonetheless. He's gonna shake it off. Nice to see a little sportsmanship. Thanks, boys. Great to see on Sunday morning. A batter giving the bowler a little high five. Actually, it's pretty common in these kind of formats because all these guys play with and against each other on so many teams in the different tournaments in the different leagues. So sometimes your teammate becomes your opponent, and sometimes your opponent becomes your teammate. And the DJ is joining the party here at Harvard House on Sunday morning. Just trying to keep our spirits high and make sure anyone who partied a little too much last night is awake now. Full toss. And that is definitely going to be a no ball. Too high. Players not loving that decision from the umpire. But like I always say, it's not always fun, it's not always fair when the referee or the umpire takes a call, but it is the gentleman's game and we have to respect it and move on. And RCTC do just that. Swing and a miss straight into the keeper's gloves. Gets a little bit of a niggle on it and he will pick up a quick single. No, he doesn't, but he'll get the wide anyway. So quite a few extras already in the innings. Goes big and goes all the way. 4 more for this young man. If you're just tuning in, then thanks for tuning in. We are going to be bringing you all the action live and exclusive on the CSC YouTube page. And of course, if you'd like, you can come down to Harvard House and watch all the action live. We have a lot of matches lined up for you right through the course of the day. We'll start off the matches with the CSC T20 format. So we have 3 T20 games, and then we will bring to you the CSC the 50s tournament games. There are a couple of food stalls set up. Energy is always high. The weather is absolutely splendid. So feel free to join us, and I will be taking you through this morning's game. My name is Raisa, and it's a pleasure. Slower and a little bit of a misfield, and that one will be back-to-back boundaries. It's really funny to think about, but some of these players were discussing yesterday how the T20 format for them feels like a test format because we've gotten so used to playing shorter formats of the game, the 50 ball innings as well as 7 over innings, that it feels like 2020 is a test match and at the end of the second it's 24 for no loss. And if you thought the bowler's name in the last over was a typo, no, it wasn't. We had Aditya Singh, who got injured after bowling 2 deliveries and was replaced by Aditya Singh. Talk about a perfect replacement. I'm gonna do some sleuthing and find out what their nicknames are on the team. I don't think they're both called Aditya Singh. Just starting off with an extra. Oh, and that is sensational. Chooses to come over the wicket, and the keeper doing his job nice and clean behind the stumps. Like I was telling you, these guys are so used to playing shorter formats of the game and particularly indoor formats of the game that a T20 match seems like a very long test match for them. But this tournament is definitely one of the most anticipated tournaments. It marks the beginning of the outdoor cricketing club season. And over the years, it's grown to be a really special event that most of the clubs, all of the clubs actually, look forward to. It's a big one. It's the one if you win, you can really make your mark and scare everyone off for the rest of the cricketing season. The ball keeps low. There's someone to cover in the deep. We are playing with standard T20 cricketing rules, by the way. So we will have power play of the first 6 overs in the first 6 overs. So the batters actually should be having a bit of a free run. They've been quite conservative so far. Jay himself is quite popular on the club and social cricketing circuit. He's got quite a number of matches under his belt. Oh, and a little bit of a misfield, and again, and that one will see the boundary line. 4 more for BRC. When a half-hearted appeal, I think they I think they think that the batsman got a little bit of a niggle on it, but I don't think he did. Last ball coming your way. Oh, and that sensational stuff from Jay to close out the third. It's 31 for no loss. It was a rough day at the office for both these teams yesterday. BRC had the misfortune of facing CSC in their first game of this tournament, and CSC, the hosts, of course, had a wonderful time out at the center. So BRC were limited to just 137, and CSC very quickly chased that down in less than 12 overs. So BRC definitely looking for some redemption, and RCTC too didn't have the best day at the office. I'm sure they'd want to better themselves here. Oh, that one is totally missed his line and length over there. RCTC batted first and only put 61 on the scoreboard, so not the brightest performance by their batters, and Hindustan Club chased that down with ease in just under 7 overs. Had enough time to lick their wounds and return and hunt down that first win. Why is my thing not working? And it is Apurva Jalan who is taking us through this over. 146 matches to his name and 109 wickets in those 146 matches. So quite a proven track record. He's going to be a very valuable asset. Still on the lookout for that first wicket. Full toss. Should have been given some real treatment. But it's Adhyan erring on the side of caution. Still early days. And the fielder does really well over there. Attempted Yorker. And he picks up a single. So not trying anything too fancy out there is BRC. Will bring us to the end of the fourth. It's 36 for no loss. The sun is now well and truly out this Sunday, and let's see if the big shots come to accompany this beautiful sunshine. Jair given yet another over, so they're really counting on him to pick up that first wicket. And that's a beautiful shot. Only a single coming off of it, but the sound of the bat absolutely sensational. No better sound to a cricket fan's ears. This righty lefty combination so far working really well for BRC. It's really nice to see the culture of sport and fitness, health, and exercise becoming so popular in Calcutta on our way here. Oh, big appeal! Chance of an LBW. Yeah, on our way here, a couple of us were diverted by the marathon that is taking place. And almost every Sunday in the next couple of weeks, there will be a marathon. The city will play host to a number of marathons as the season starts. And like I just told you, a number of cricketing tournaments as well. Once more. Oh, and a quick single. Good running between the wickets. And it's really such a change from what we've seen in the previous years of sport being limited to niche athletes, whereas now it's become something that's for everyone. It's so inclusive. There are so many more leagues and tournaments and opportunities for players of all ages to come and showcase their talent. Some of these guys haven't played since they were in school, so for them to come out and I'm sure that later on in the day be joined by their families as well. It's just so nice to see the change in what people consider fun in Calcutta nowadays. And that's very well struck. Won't make the boundary line, just a single. So if you're enjoying your Sunday in bed watching our broadcast, we appreciate it. And if you're enjoying your Sunday out at the marathon or out for a game of cricket or pickleball, then we'll appreciate that as well. And that'll bring us to the end of the fifth over. It's 40 for no loss. straight to gully. So we've got a gully in place, a man at point, and uh, gotta keep the fielders on their toes. And BRC are doing just that, rotating the strike very nicely. These youngsters cruising, absolutely cruising. Oh, that was very dangerous. Tournaments of this scale over so many days, almost 2 weeks of games. I think we have 8 teams or 10 teams. So a lot of games, league stage as well as the knockout stage. And it takes a huge production team to organize everything, many weeks of planning, as well as intense long days here at the ground, setting everything up and making sure all the matches go smoothly and all the teams are happy. Everything is very official. And a huge shout out to the entire production team, from the umpires to the match referees, the scorekeepers, the broadcasting team, who were here yesterday from 6:45 in the morning to well past 9:45 last night. So that's many hours outdoors in the sun, in the cold, in the dew, and well fielded. Good stop there. Saved his team a couple of runs. Yeah, and just to have the energy to sustain right through the day, over the weekend, and over the next 2 weeks, it's a mammoth task. So a shout out to everyone from CSC as well as the entire production team for organizing the tournament and making sure it goes off very smoothly. In the air and taken. There we have it. The first one falls for BRC. And I think it will be Adyan who will have to walk. Adyan is out, no? Okay. And it is Anirudh who kept his cool, kept his calm, and took that catch. It was a pretty standard one, held his ground, and the ball was coming in quite slow, but got the job done in the end. Catch under pressure, and the first one fell. 43 for 1 for BRC after 5.5. So Ahan Agarwal joins in the action, but we will be taking a little bit of a break at the end of the sixth. It's 44 for 1. It is with the Chaudhary into the attack for RCTC. RCTC, another wonderful club to visit in this winter season. BRC, another one of my favorites actually. If there's anyone who can contend with CSC for, this is a controversial opinion, don't come at me for it. If there's anyone who can contend with CSC for their masala chips, it has to be BRC. BRC food, 11 on 10, sensational. No, CSC food also. We had the last tournament at CSC and we were really spoilt by their kitchens. Kitchens almost as nice as their cricket team, or almost as good as their cricket team. The CSC women's cricket team as well, doing some really sensational stuff. What an exciting last tournament we had. If you haven't been tuning into the women's cricket, let me tell you, you are truly missing out. What a sensational shot that is. But there will be a man in the deep to cover. We are out of the power play, so it's going to be a little bit tougher for the batters to get going. Yeah, the CSC really investing in women's sport. They've signed on Manish Sir as their coach for the women's team, and he's been doing a really good job. The women's team totally charged up. They have Swati, they have Ashna, and what's really cute is some of their husbands play for the CSC men's cricket team, so it's very cute to see. And I'm sure that's true of many of these teams. I will do some research and tell you how many couples we have playing. Oh, and a quick run taken and another one. This is some good running between the wickets. These boys have warmed up nice and early and they're ready to get going. Coming back to the BRC women's cricket team, led by one of their star players, Priyanka Sanganeria. She is dangerous across sports. Oh, keeper misses that. Calls for a two, decides against the second, probably wise. Yeah, Priyanka's been an absolutely dominant force in the women's cricketing circuit, and I've actually seen her play against the men as well, and she is absolutely sensational. She's got a rocket arm, laser sharp focus. She can send any ball to the boundary line. Lot of power. Oh, and once more, a little slip from the keeper. These little mistakes add up, guys. Could prove costly in the run chase. Oh, and there's calls for a catch, but there's no man there, and actually that will run away to the boundary line. So getting a bit lucky is Team BRC with their boundaries, but they won't be unhappy with that at all. All's well that ends well after all. Tries to go after that one and gets it. Another one off this lefty's bat sees the boundary line and a solid end to the seventh. It is 55 for 1 for BRC. quick single to start things off. Adyan is being absolutely solid so far. 31 runs of his 22 deliveries. Tries to go after that one. Full toss and absolutely punished. Men in the Deep had absolutely no chance. And it is Ahan who's now joining in on the fun. Aditya Tantya is the man with the ball, by the way. 35 matches, 27 wickets. He'll be looking to add to that tally. Not his extras tally, I meant his wickets tally. Oh, and well stopped by Aditya over there. A little over enthusiastic from the fielder. That one almost ran away again. Just opening the face of the bat, and it pays off. What a very clever shot. Oh, well stopped in the deep, just at the boundary line. Good running, good keeping, good cricket all round. Tries to sweep that away, but misses. So the batter is definitely feeling more comfortable in the center. We can see some variety in the shots coming out now. Trying to put the accelerator on this innings. And that's better. Oh. A misfield in the deep. And yes, they pay the price for it. It'll be 4 more. 8 overs up, 76 for 1 for BRC. Tries to pull that away. No run there. Well placed and a quick single. It's pretty solid here from BRC. Not trying anything too fancy, just keeping that scoreboard ticking, picking up those singles when they can, and they've gotten quite lucky with their boundaries. Couple of missed fields definitely helping them quite a lot. Oh, that was very close. This is Vidit Chaudhary, the man with the ball, one of the stars of the RCTC team. Can they make it back for the second? Yes, they can quite comfortably, actually. Vidit, 170 matches played and 145 wickets to his name. So, quite a reliable bowler. Probably wise, decide against the run. End of the ninth. It's 88 for 1. And that one races away for a boundary off the first delivery. So BRC really ramping it up in these last couple of overs. So it is Aditya Tantya once again looking for that wicket. Two men at the center have been running real hard. Ahan cruising at 20 of 13. Adhyan, of course, 35 now of 27. So many of these teams seeing a mix of youth coupled with experience. That one's in the air. And that will go all the way. Four more for BRC to add to their scoreboard as they edge towards that 100 mark. They'll be feeling a lot better about their performance today than yesterday. They had a rough one yesterday. But they shook it off and are back for round two. We are still in the league stages, so you can afford a couple of mistakes. This is Group A playing their second match each. Both of these teams looking for their first win. Oh, and that was looping and punished, and he's going to have to bowl that again. I'm not sure quite what happened there. I think the ball might have slipped out of the bowler's hands. That's the only plausible explanation, and with that, the 100 comes up for BRC. And in some fashion as well. Oh, and that's much better. What a recovery delivery it was for Aditya. Halfway through the innings, BRC 101 for 1. Vidit Chaudhary now back into the attack. Vidit, by the way, quite useful with the bat himself as well, picking up nearly 2,000 runs. So definitely an all-rounder you need to keep your eye on. What an over it's been so far. Clinical. That one's in the air. Has it gone all the way? No, lands short off the field. I think he lost the ball in the sunlight. It was very, very high in the air, hung in the air, in fact, for a while. Super stuff here from Vidit. Oh! Chance of a run out. Haven't seen too many of those because the running between the wickets has been so good in this tournament. That one once more in the air and lands safely and actually goes all the way. So a boundary to close out the 11th. It's 107 for 1. And once more it is Aditya Singh, but this time with a double A. And punished off the very first delivery. 6 to get things started in this 12th over. So BRC having a little bit of a Saturday night party here this Sunday morning. And Adhyan Kanoria now batting on 48 of 31. So close to his half century, this young man. Oh, and he doesn't make it. That was a really tough pill to swallow for Adhyan. He was so very close to his half century, but unfortunately, he cannot make it. But he's done his job and then some for the team. And a sensational innings played by him to give his team a really, really solid start. A good delivery, of course, from Aditya with 2 A's. Aditya Singh double A. 113 for 2 now. And it is Pranav Saraugi who's going to join the attack for BRC. And here we go with Pranav Saraugi, a wide to start things off. And I think that might run away to the boundary. So might prove expensive. No, the wicketkeeper runs it down and cleans up after himself. So we're just waiting for official confirmation, but it looks like we might have a shortened innings due to time constraints. We did start a little bit late. Game was supposed to start at 7:30. We ended up starting at 8:10. So we won't be playing through our full 20 overs. quite an expensive over for Aditya so far, but picking up that wicket, so he won't mind. Into the body of the batter. Pranav, he has his hands on his head after that delivery. And another bit of a slip up for RCTC. Keeper stood no chance. And all these runs might prove very, very costly, especially since it's going to be a shortened game. That's 5 extra runs and an extra delivery, and that's not the first time we've seen that in this innings. Come on, RCTC. Clean it up. That was so close. Just putting a little bit pressure on the batters now. Superb. Just look at the spin on that. The batter was completely perplexed. That's better from him. And at the end of 12, it's 122 for 2, all the twos. Yeah, let's take a look at this BRC lineup. Adhyan pulling most of the weight, 48 of 32. Ahan coming in next. Both really playing their part early on in the innings. Ahan still very much there at the crease. Akshat scoring just 8 of 19 deliveries. And now Pranav, the new batter in. Apurva Jalan now in for his third. That one hung in the air for a second. Calls for 2, but I think they'll only settle for the 1. Oh, and a little bit of a misfield. Overthrow. So some mistakes now creeping into this RCTC fielding side. That one's in the air and taken. What a sensational catch. I'm going to have to watch the replay of that to see whether it was a one-handed one, but sensational, plucked out of the air. And I think it was the man at deep extra cover. Yes, he does. Absolutely sensational. That's much better in the field from RCTC. They need a couple more like that. And it is 123 for 3 for BRC now. And it is the danger man, Ahan Agarwal, who finally has to succumb. That was the wicket they wanted and they finally got it. And it is Vashisht Bhatia who is going to replace him. Vashisht is definitely no stranger to cricket. I remember him from our school days. We were in the same school together, and he and alongside his twin brother were one of the star players for the school team. His brother went on to play county, I guess, in the UK, and Vashisht very much an active athlete here in Calcutta. An exceptional athlete, a very solid cricketer, a good pickleball player, and a wonderful friend to have, and an excellent husband, if I might add. So, two new men down at the crease, Pranav and Vashisht. Let's see if they can capitalize on this pretty decent start to the innings. And it'll be just the single to bring us to the end of the 13th. It is 125 for 3. That one is in the air and all the way. 4 runs, thank you. And that, I think, came off the bat of Pranav. Yep, Pranav settling in and getting in on the action. কটা ওভার হবে টোটাল? 15? কত ওভার বলেছে? না, এখন কি বলছে? And back to back boundaries for Pranav. Oh, don't tell me, through the wicket keeper's legs, and runs coming in, boundaries now for BRC. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Aditya Singh, 3 boundaries. Oh, that was dangerous. He's okay though. 3 boundaries of the first 3 deliveries. Aditya wasn't happy with that, and he showed that of the 4th delivery. But Pranav now showing why he has been nicknamed a hard hitter. 114 matches and 2,500 runs. That's a wonderful statistic. Vashisht, on the other hand, 41 matches, 670 documented runs. Oh, chance for Aditya. The ball is now swinging quite a bit. And that'll bring us to the end of the 14th. It's 137 for 3. Apurva Jalan, look at these statistics. He's picked up 2 wickets already, given away just 13 runs, and he's now bowling his fourth over. So, oh, he goes in for the appeal, but there was a wide and chance of a run out as well. It's all happening here down at the center. Little too much action for one delivery. Commentator can't keep up. Yeah, but how valuable has this man been for this side? Picking up important wickets. Been, I think, the only bowler to kind of rein in these BRC batters. And there again, can't get after that one. Oh, a bouncer. Apurva now just proving he's absolutely unplayable. And that's better from Vashisht. But there is a man who does not do a good enough job, and 4 more here for BRC. BRC's been quite lucky this morning, I must say. Couple of misfields and mistakes from this RCTC fielding side. They've gotten really lucky. And that's well played. And once more. Is that one gonna go all the way as well? Yes, it is. Back to back mistakes and back to back boundaries. Uh, BRC say thank you very much. We'll be taking it. Could have had a couple of slips in place and put a bit of a pressure on the batters, but instead, some freebies for you. Right, with 5 overs to go, a nice round score for BRC, 150 for 3. Oh, that was dangerously close to the stumps. We are going to have a shortened innings, so we have just about 12 minutes left in the innings and as many overs as the bowling side can go through in the next 12 minutes. That's why she's trying to go after that, and I think that was cleanly kept in the deep. And no boundary. Very well done by the fielder. Deep square doing his job, and I think he's going to go all the way with this one. Lost track of the ball, as did the cameraman. But the umpire had his eye on it, and yes, that is a boundary. That one's in the air. And put down. Oh no, RCTC looking just a bit lost on the field today. And these are expensive, expensive mistakes. Vashisht is a nice guy, but y'all don't have to be so nice to him also. And here's Pranav taking full advantage of that. And that one races away, adding salt to the wounds. They are relentless, this BRC side. The sound of the bat was absolutely sensational and well struck. Oh, this is proving to be very, very expensive. Oh, swing and a miss. That's better. That is better from Aditya. We close out the 16th. 161 for 3. The projected score for BRC looking over 200 now. That will be very much exciting for them after yesterday's performance. And has he got his man? Yes, he has. We're going to have to watch that one again. The umpire thinks he's gone. Oh, yes, he has. It knocked the veils off. Sensational delivery. That's a better angle, thank you. And gets his man. Vashisht will have to walk. $161 for 4. Right, Pranav to join Pranav. Seems to be a recurring theme for today. 2 Aditya Singhs bowling to 2 Pranavs. Both lovely names. That's why they are so popular, you see, Aditya and Pranav. And just looking to go fine. Well stopped. Once more edged in the air. And I thought there was going to be another misfield, but my bad. The fielder in the deep learnt his lesson the hard way. Keeping it clean now. Looks to go hard and down the ground. And long off is there to clean it up. Big swing, big miss. That's the end of the 17th. It's 165 for 4. Loud call for a catch in the deep, but I think that one will go all the way. Yes, it does. Aditya Tantia punished off his very first delivery in this over, and he's not had the loveliest day out there at the center. Batters still Batters have been going after him quite a bit, already conceding 43 runs in just over 2 overs. And BRC absolutely cruising right now. That's better from Aditya. Maybe he heard me. That's the third Aditya in this bowling side. That one's in the air, but I don't think it's going to travel very far. Who's going to go for it? He misses it. Come on, guys. Didn't do enough catching practice in the lead up to this tournament. In their defense, the sun is very bright and strong. That one did hang in the air for quite a while. Should have done better, the fielder. That's better fielding. Oh, that was very, very high and absolutely demolished. Straight out the ground for a 6, and he's going to have to bowl that again, I think. No, he's not. Looks like the umpire wants to get things done and quickly. That'll bring us to the end of the 18th. It's 182 for 4. Wasn't as high as we thought, actually. The ball dipped at the end. That's why he's the umpire and I'm the commentator. So the third umpire giving me a little bit of a lesson on no balls, and his take is if the batter leaves the crease, which he did, and even if the ball is so high, it won't count as a no ball, which is absolutely fair. So thank you very much, sir. The more you know, the more you know. And it's also really interesting to see things from the umpire's perspective. Usually, everyone is so quick and harsh to judge the umpires, particularly when the decision doesn't go your way. And we've seen it so often in tournaments like this one. But there's a reason they are doing what they do. Very experienced umpires we have. We had yesterday as well and today. And it's a privilege to have them with us, honestly. Is Jeff in for his last over? Kick started the innings for us. Oh, well stopped by Jeff. very alert. Oh, Jay gets his man in the end, and what a fashion he does it in. Demolishes those stumps. He picks up his first wicket, and BRC lose their fifth. 186 for 5 now. In the air, and Jay with back to back wickets. He was on the hunt for them from 7:30 a.m. and he finally picks them. And he's on a hat trick as well. It's a lovely Sunday morning here for Jay, and he's enjoying his moment in the sun. And why shouldn't he? Doing all the hard work with that one. The ball and the catch. And RCTC doing everything they can at the end of this innings to rein in this BRC side, because 200 was looking very, very much gettable for them, but pulled in a little bit. Just 1 over and 1 ball to go. Hat trick ball. Ishan Newman in. Jay on a hat trick. In the air. Is it going to be the first hat trick of the tournament? Oh no, it lands between the fielders. That would have been a fun one. That's going to bring us to the end of the 19th over. It is 188 for 6. Right, so we're in luck today because the organizers have given us permission to play through the last over. So we will be playing right through the innings. Once more in the air. Land safely. Fielder does his job. And the man makes it back. They're going to make every run count, this BRC side. 200 still very, very gettable, and RCTC have their work cut out for them. 200. Oh, slower one. Gets the better of the batter. Sneak in a run. Will he make it? Yes, he will. And he'll sneak in another. Sneaky, sneaky earns him 2 extra. BRC batting lineup looking much more settled than they were yesterday. Yep, that one will go all the way, and just as I said it, they show exactly their worth. 197 now. On day one, we saw Calcutta Club versus Punjab Club, and we saw a mammoth score of over 260. Haven't seen a repeat of that since that first match. But BRC doing exceptionally well here. Many of the batters really pulling their weight. Pranav batting on 31 of 19. In the air. And taken. Little bit of redemption. And it was Amit who took the catch. Nitin the bowler. And Pranav who will have to walk. Akshat Kemka, the man in, just to play through, I think, one delivery to go. Yep, the last delivery. And they reached that coveted 200 mark, which I'm sure that they had their eye on. Last one, wide. Oh, and that's much better. Oh, and there's a mix-up, and I think he's going to, yes, very comfortably take that run out. He had to do it twice. Do it nice or do it twice, boys, and do it twice is what they chose to do. So we'll close out the innings. 201 is what BRC have managed to put on the board. 202 what RCTC need to chase down. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the chase. Right, here we go with the run chase. And what a way to start things off in this mammoth chase. 200 plus is what they need, and those 4 runs will help them out a lot. An excellent start here for RCTC. Adhyatma and Anant to kick things off for them, and Rahul Kedia, the man with the new ball. Straight to Vashisht. If you're just joining us, a very good morning and thanks for tuning in to the live broadcast of the CSC, the T20 Inter-Club Cricket Tournament. It's the third day of matches. Group A is taking each other on in this contest. BRC versus RCTC. Both teams looking for their very first win. And what a morning it has been for BRC. And an excellent start for RCTC here with the bat as well. Yeah, BRC doing a pretty good job. 200 plus on the scoreboard. RCTC have a little bit of work cut out for them. But if Adhyatma and Anand keep going like that, then they don't have much to worry about. Opening the face of the bat, and does it go all the way? Yes, it will. Adhyatma looking in fine form, leading his team from the front. Captain Cool joined at the other end by Anant, the man behind the stumps usually for RCTC. First 6 overs will be power play, so as much as they can get done in those first 6, they would definitely want to. And lovely start to their innings. 12 for no loss after 1 for RCTC. It is Akshat Khemka into the attack now, and what a way to get things started. Let's take a look at the asking. The asking is 189 of 113. So very gettable for sure if they can hold on to their wickets and accelerate at the right time. RCTC. Adhyatma super solid, 11 matches and 95 runs. So pretty new to the official circuit. And if you're wondering where you can get all the stats on the players, Crick Heroes is the app you need to check out. Every player has their own profile and can go through and see all the leagues and the different formats that they've played, wickets taken, and all sorts of wonderful statistics. Anand too, pretty much a novice, 5 matches, 27 runs, picking up 1 wicket. Akshat, on the other hand, 66 matches and 36 wickets, so he's going to have to bowl that one again. Perhaps one of my favorite things about this sport is the run chase. I'm sure I'm not the only one. The first innings, as exciting as it is, the second innings is where the fun really begins. And oh, that is definitely helping the case for RCTC. Wides coming back to back to back. Slow delivery, straight to Vashisht. Akshat here still can't quite get into the groove of things. A lot of extras already conceded in this over. Can't afford too many more of those. Akshat, come on. That's better. And once more straight to point. Why is this happening like this? Well done by Vashisht. We save a boundary there. And it'll just be the one to close out the second. It's 19 for no loss. Kedia back in for his second over and a solid start to that for him. Can't stop the single. Gotta do better than that. Come on, it's T20. The whole format of the cricket tournaments have I mean, the cricket standard has changed in the last decade, especially when it comes to fielding, both at these smaller tournaments as well as on the at the international level. Fielding has completely changed the game. I'm sure you too remember growing up. There were a couple of players on the field who had questionable fielding skills, but those days are all gone with Ravindra Jadeja and Virat Kohli and the likes, absolutely world class fielders, and that goes all the way for RCTC. Yeah, the Indian cricket team definitely putting a lot of work in the last decade or so into their fielding performance and what a difference it's made to their game. Fielding hasn't been the best today. এইদিকে দেখবেন কি ওইদিকে দেখবেন ওই দিন আমরা উনি তো ছিলেন এখানে ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপ হচ্ছে মানে মেয়েদের ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপ হচ্ছে আর আমরা এখানে ফুটে গেছি আর সবাই এদিকে দেখছে ওদিকে দেখছে এদিকে দেখছে ওদিকে oh, and that's slower, clever from the bowler. This is Rahul Kedia got a bit punished in that first over, but showing what he's made of in this second. And that one will go all the way. An absolutely sensational shot and deservedly finds the boundary line. A 4 to close out the third. It's 29 for no loss. Excellent start here for Rakshat. Pretty decent start here for RCTC. 29 for no loss of 3.2. Still very, very gettable, and more importantly, haven't lost any wickets yet. Lots of work out at the center for Vashisht today. Just keeping the scoreboard ticking, that's what they need to do. If you're wondering, we have a whole day of exciting matches ahead for you. This match started at 7:30 this morning. It was our first fixture of the day. At 11 a.m., we have Punjab Club scheduled to take on the Saturday Club. At 2 p.m., the hosts, Calcutta Swimming Club, will be facing Hindustan club. And later on in the day, we will be moving into the 50 ball tournament, the CSC, the 50s. Those matches will start at 6 p.m. and then 7:30 p.m. So don't go anywhere. Lots of cricketing action coming your way. And if you'd like to join us here at Harvard House and watch live, that's very welcome too. And that'll close out the fourth. 31 for no loss for RCTC. It is Raghav Agarwal who we will see join in the forces for BRC. Raghav is a very, very, very familiar face on this cricketing circuit. 550 plus matches, 5,500 plus runs, and almost 500 wickets. There's nothing this man can't do. That will be a no ball. And he's been absolutely solid. Raghav has been for BRC, recently averaging 14 runs, and he's picked up 4 wickets in the last couple of games. And that one went all the way. So all the 4s. And that was pitched outside, but the batter had his eye on it, followed the ball and gave it the treatment it deserved. Too wide. He is terrible. Full toss? Yep, that's what I thought. Sees the boundary line and the umpire with a little bit of finger action. 4 runs. Sunday morning, the sun is well and truly out, and now the guns are well and truly out for this RCTC side as they're starting to have a little bit of fun down at the center. That daunting 200 doesn't look quite so daunting anymore. The asking now down to just 160 of 90, 161 of 91. Still got all their wickets in their kitty. And a tidy end to the fifth. It's 41 for no loss. Mrinal with a no ball to get things started. Too high. Mrinal Lunia, a new man to the squad. Just played 2 official matches with his team, BRC. But looks like an experienced bowler. That one's in the air. And the camera lost it, but it went all the way for 4. Obhigyan, the umpire on the screen there, a very senior umpire and a very senior referee, a futsal referee, one of the top futsal referees in India actually. So we know we're in good, fair hands. And a lovely guy at that. Super helpful, always calm. Let's take a look at what Adyatman and Anant are up to down there at the center. Anant now batting on 16 of 16. Adhyatma 24 of 18 deliveries and 5 fours coming off of his bat. So looking nice and fueled up, ready to go. Oh, played it off his pads and very fine and finds the boundary. And with that, 50 up for RCTC. Just wide there. Been a pretty calm morning so far at Harvard House. Not too many fireworks. BRC a very steady innings. The opening batters batted nice and long, well into the innings. Played their part quite efficiently. And besides the few hiccups in the field, everything very smooth. Same for this RCTC innings so far. They won't be too disappointed with that at all. Oh, and that's sensational. Big appeal. The umpire doesn't think so. And just when I said things were nice and calm, things start to get a bit spicy. With that, we come to the end of the power play as well. It's RCTC 52 for no loss. You're going to slow that down and watch it. And I don't think the umpire thinks there's any bat on that. That was very, very close. An excellent delivery. RCTC now need 150 and 84. Very gettable. All their wickets in hand. Still to come is Jay, Amit Saraf, Nitin Gupta, Apurva Jalan, Aditya Singh, Vidit Chaudhary, Aditya Tantya, Aditya Singh again, Ruth Goyal. So plenty of batting up their sleeve. Have to make it count. And this is good from Akshat. Akshat Agarwal. Akshat Agarwal's first over being bowled. Khemka has done Akshat Khemka, that is, done an exceptional job in his 2 overs, giving away just 9 runs. Mrinal giving away 11 of 1 over. Raghav Agarwal giving 10 in his 1 over. Once more in the air. Does it go all the way? No, it doesn't, but it lands safely. Vashish can't get a hold of it. That might prove very, very costly. Came running in from quite deep. Oh, and that's a loopy delivery. Punjab club will be playing the next fixture. They have already registered a win over Calcutta club, the very first game of this tournament. And looking like a very solid side, let me tell you that. Some hard-hitting batsmen. They were making the field look so very small. Boundary after boundary, 6 after 6. It was absolute demolition on that first day there. At the end of the 7th, it's 57 for no loss. Here's Mrinal keeping it spicy of this first delivery. Oh, sensational here from Mrinal. Big appeal. And given. Yeah, I thought so. The finger goes up and he has to walk LBW. The first man falls for RCTC and it is Adityama who will have to walk. Is this the beginning of redemption for BRC RCTC now? 57 for 1. And it's Aditya Singh who will be joining us down at the center now. Aditya with a single A. I hope he's feeling better. Picked up a little bit of an injury in the first or the second over that he bowled in the previous innings. But luckily we have a physiotherapist on hand. We also have some tea, some toast, and lots of energy and excitement. So if you'd like to come on down. Once more, the appeal. Umpire says no this time. Oh no, we are going upstairs actually. For the first time today. Caught cleanly. Does he get the stumping? And very quick work behind the stumps from the keeper there. And the batter looks like he's just outside his crease. Waiting for the official confirmation. OUT it is. And he'll have to walk. So 2 wickets in quick succession fall for RCTC. Now looking in a spot of trouble. 58 for 2. No, we're not pranking you with the batters' names. They are both Aditya Singh. I'll do my best to tell them apart. So, BRC picking up 2 important wickets back to back. Anant and Adhyatma. I'm so sorry, Adhyatma, if you're listening to this. It's my sincere apologies for mispronouncing your name. Adhyatma fell after scoring 27 of 23 to Mrinal. And Mrinal also getting the better of Anant Mal. So doing an excellent job out there is Mrinal. And that'll be the end of his second over. At the end of 8, RCTC 60 for 2. Aditya trying to sweep that away. Clean up in the deep. One sec. Ashche. Oh, and what a delivery from Akshat. That was so slow. The batsman stood no chance. And again. And that's big. And there's a man there, but he's obscured. I don't know if that went all the way. No, it did not. Very close to being a delightful six. Loopy. Can't get behind it. And cleaned up nicely in the deep. Right, 9 overs through, 64 for 2. And that's exactly what the doctor prescribed. A big shot to start off this 10th over. 6 of the first. RCTC now 132 needed of 65. Just over 12 runs per over is the asking. And Aditya looking very comfortable down at the center. Oh, dangerous, but scrapes by the skin of his teeth. Hung in the air for just a second longer than comfortable. He's gonna have to bowl that one again. If you're wondering where we are actually at Harvard House Sports School, and it's just outside of Topsia, so we are not obviously at CSC. I think the first time that this tournament is being played here. Last year it was played at the Golmohar grounds in Howrah. This is a lovely venue. It's got a beautiful view of the ITC hotels, which is just in front of us. And it's a very nice, peaceful drive here as well. We've been enjoying ourselves over the last 3 days, and we will continue to bring you all the action over the next week and a half or so. Oh, Mrinal has been so good in today's game. He's picked up 2 wickets already, giving away just 24 runs. They'll be banking on him to pick up another one and really stem the flow. They have already stemmed the flow of this RCT strike rate, and as I said it, they usually say commentators curse, but this is a commentator's blessing, and Mrinal doing the job for his team, smashing through those stumps, and Aditya, one of them, will have to go. Mrinal on absolute fire today. RCTC now in a spot of bother, 75 for 3. Right, just about halfway through the innings, and Vidit Chaudhary, the new man out for RCTC. He and Aditya really need to steady the ship here as they head into the final quarter of this match. In the air, land safely, very lucky. The end of the 10th, 76 for 3. Whoa, that was loopy and now in the air and cleaned up in the deep. 126 of 60 is what RCTC need. Still anyone's game, but looking tough for them. 3 wickets down. You never know. And it is Akshat Agarwal who will be taking us through this 11th over. Yep, that's taken. Comfortable. Miss hit. Edge. And gone. Raghav calm, cool under pressure. And Aditya pays the price for it. Easy does it. RCTC now 77 for 4. Jay Pandey to the center did some damage with the ball. Now it's up to him to steady things with the bat. These two will really have to lock in now, Vidit and Jay, if they want to stand a chance. Once more, bowler getting some elevation there. Very interesting ball trajectory he is able to get. The bowler, that is Akshat Agarwal. And it's proven quite effective so far as well. Picked up a wicket, given away just 11 runs. And that's another excellent example of that. And that'll bring us to the end of the 11th. It's 79 for 4. Right, here we go with the 12th, and it is Raghav Agarwal who will be taking us through it. Raghav runs in. And just a single. So they are getting a couple of singles in here and there. But that's not going to be enough. These guys really have to get going right now, Vidita and Jay. It's crunch time for sure. 121 of 51. So the asking just creeping up a little bit over the last couple of overs. They were well and truly in control of this innings, RCTC, and then lost some wickets in quick succession and definitely digging themselves into a spot of bother. And BRC won't mind giving away these ones and twos at all. That's good stuff from Raghav. Opens the face of the bat and finds the fielder in the deep. Closing out the 12th over, 83 for 4 for RCTC. And that is put down. They could have had this game done and dusted. And not looking very happy with himself, the fielder. I think that is Mrinal. He'll shake that off. Akshat Agarwal, the bowler. And once more, straight to him. Oh! And he's gone, gets his man in the end. Oh, the umpire is not convinced. We are going to have to go upstairs. Okay, so we have a double review for a stumping and a run out.
Out.
I was quite convinced right off the bat. I don't know why the umpire wanted to have another look at it, and that was a clear stumping. The batter was well outside the crease, and wicketkeeper was very quick. Collected the ball behind the stumps. No mistakes there. Nice and clean. Bails come flying off, and yeah, even the wicketkeeper was confused. He made sure and double checked with that run out opportunity, but he will have to walk. I think it is Jay who the keeper got the better of. Oh, and that is absolutely punished. That's big. And that's going to be 7 actually. 7 very, very welcome runs as RCTC creep towards that century mark. And that's better from Akshat. Tries to sweep that away and successful at it. 6 is the call. All the way. Apurva getting into some Josh down there at the center at the end of 13. It's 97 for 5. And here is Raghav back with his third over. Been quite clinical so far. straight bat. Game just slowly starting to slip away from RCTC. 104 needed in 41. And another one bites the dust. Comes out to meet the ball well outside his crease and smashes through his stumps. Raghav getting Vidit, and Vidit will have to make his way back. It's looking very tough now for RCTC as they lose their sixth. It's 98 for 6. Anirudh Goyal, new man in for RCTC. 104. So they're just about halfway through making the runs that they need to RCTC. And it's looking quite tough as they reach the low order batsmen. I promise I'm not trying to jinx you. He ran the quick single. Is he going to come back for the second? Decides against it with 6 overs to go. 99 for 6. It is Akshat Khemka now starting things off with a wide. BRC is going to be a lot happier with their performance today than they were yesterday. All round batting, bowling, a couple of hiccups in the field, but nothing too bad. A slip in place. Just an added layer of pressure on the batters. And that's good running. They need more of that. That is punched away all the way, and four very, very welcome runs. It's been a bit dry and deprived of boundaries, but that's a welcome change over there. Oh, that was risky. In the air and put down. Was tough. It came quick at him. And was there a chance of a run out? Yes, there was. We are going to go upstairs and double check that. Looks like the man was well and truly in his crease. Not out, not out. Not out, not out. Not out, not out, not out. Batter was well inside his crease, so he gets to keep his wicket. That one finds the keeper's gloves as well. With 5 overs to go, it's 106 for 6. Right, looking very bleak now for our CTC. Really going to pull a rabbit out of the hat if they want to walk away with a victory here. Need 95 in 27 deliveries now. And what a good bowling performance this has been from BRC. Our Raghav definitely pulling his weight. Akshat Khemka too, been quite economical. Rahul Kedia, Mrinal, of course, sensational, picking up 3 wickets, conceding just 25 runs, and he still has an over to go. If I were the captain, I'd probably play him now and try to pick some more wickets. And Akshat Agarwal, another one, 2 wickets, 26 runs. He's completed his 4 overs, an economy of just 6.5. Absolutely sensational stuff from this BRC bowling side, compounded with a really good performance from their batters earlier on today, and a sure shot recipe for success. As someone who's also used to commentating on shorter formats of the game, indoor cricket formats, T10s. This is quite a long one. Yes, he gets his man. And another one bites the dust for RCTC. It's all crumbling and very quickly. 177 for 7 with 4 to go. Right, with only 4 overs to go and closer to 100 to make, RCT looking in real trouble. And BRC look like they might register their very first win for their day. Hey, that is dangerous. Akshat, of course, it is the danger man. Akshat, he's been sensational today. The next match we have is between Saturday Club and Calcutta Punjab Club, for which the toss has just happened. And the appeal, big appeal, a chance of a run out, and to no avail. It will be Calcutta Punjab Club being put in to bat first. And let me tell you, they are ready to entertain. They gave us a sensational batting performance in the last game once more. The appeal. I think it's just drifting away. Important for BRC to win quite convincingly as well, because the strike rates might come into play to determine who will qualify for the different cups. And a dot to close things out. The end of the 17th RCTC, 108 for 7. Going to be an entertaining one and a boundary to kick things off. With it doing his best to take his team as deep as possible, but you're asking, looking almost unattainable now. That one's in the air. Is it gonna go all the way? Yes, it does. 10 off the first two. With it says, don't count us out just yet, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to do the math and see whether it's mathematically possible for Vidit to chase this down. Willpower is one thing, maths is quite another. 16 deliveries, 84 runs. That I don't think mathematically possible. My maths is not my strongest point, so I can't help you. As you probably deduced by now, English was probably my best subject in school. Maths, in the air. Oh, and would have been a sensational catch from Vashisht in the air, arm outstretched. What a display of athleticism and a good smile to go along with it. Yeah, let's take another look at that. One hand, oh, he almost had it. Would have been a flying, sensational Virat Kohli esque catch or Jadeja esque catch. And it's Mrinal proving to be the danger man once again. And that is going to have to be bowled again. Mrinal has been absolutely clutch. His performance almost faultless. And definitely done his job for this BRC squad. Oh, thought I heard a bit of an edge, but there was no appeal. And it'll bring us to the end of the 18th. It's 121 for 7. Vashisht to bowl us through this 19th over. So it might all be over for RCTC, but they're not giving up just yet, even though it's mathematically now very impossible. That's in the air once again and put down. 80 needed of 10. But they'll be fighting till the very end of this innings to make sure that they can do the best that they can for their strike rate. Tries to sweep that away. Once more tries to go for the big shot, hangs in the air, lands safely. In the air. Living very dangerously, RCTC. The wides have been coming in droves today. We've seen so many extras being bowled. It's also why the game has been stretched longer than it should be. And well fielded to save the single. This BRC team is relentless. With 1 over to go, RCTC 128 for 7.